realize that y'all moving together on anything. They can't fuck with y'all. Yeah, I run into a problem because I give out a lot of information, Patricia, and sometimes they don't like for y'all to get the information, especially when I start giving it to the women. Now, if I was to be on here talking about some tear motherfucker down shit, and I don't like your leader and that leader ain't shit, then I would never have a problem. Like all them old conscious Negroes and conscious motherfuckers that's in the way that's always starting shit with each other so they can have something to talk about instead of going ahead and break this shit free. Them the motherfuckers in the way, but they don't never have no problems with their videos. I want y'all to think about that. They never have a problem with their videos, but they always challenging somebody with their watered down information and don't know what the fuck they looking at. You know. So, I had to get that out there. It had to be known that I know how to break the oath without causing a negative backlash to the people I love. That their sisters willing to break this motherfucker, take this motherfucking oath and get the motherfucking bounty of heaven. And also that my book of life is written. They can come read this shit. They can come read this shit. It's not, I can do this shit. I can write a book. I can write my connection to everything on earth. The shit is that simple. I'm the baddest motherfucker ever born. I'm the Alpha and Omega. I'm the motherfucker came to bring this Babylonian shit to an end. I'm the one hewn from the mountain on Fairmont that rolled down to Strathmore and landed on the price that she paid in order to be able to pick up the mantle and redeem you motherfuckers. But there's too many motherfuckers, self-righteous, greedy, self-centered, motherfucking entitled ass motherfuckers on this bitch. They feel like everything ought to be about them. And that's why it's going to be so hard to get this shit moving, because these motherfuckers want it to only be about them. It ain't about you, motherfuckers. It's about the babies. It ain't about you. It's about the baby. So if everything we doing is not to secure our next generation and our future, we in the goddamn way. And I don't want to be in the way. If I done seen them in the way, motherfuckers get moved. And so, my phone just chimed in with 10%, which is my cue to charge it up, which is also my cue that it must be time to end this video because I had to be going over an hour to be that low. So, review it, share it with the sisters, let them know. I'm going to break this shit one way or another. These motherfuckers not going to hold me hostage, and I will not be fucking denied what's rightfully mine that I earned with my motherfucking blood, sweat, and tears and my hard motherfucking work. I won't be denied. This my shit. I'm the crown prince. I'm the motherfucker that got to go to Africa, to the Congo, to the Holy Land to be crowned. America, the promised land, the Abzu, South Africa, the Congo is the Holy Land. America, the promised land. The Congo, Africa, Sub-Saharan, the Abzu, that is the Holy Land. Y'all got to understand the difference. That means that the world king can only be crowned on one continent. The king of the world can only be crowned on one continent. He can't be crowned on the promised land. He can't be crowned on the Atlant. He has to be on the Holy Land, the Abzu. Now, you can go over there. They all know him here. They cleaning that shit up over there. They doing they shit over there. They doing they shit. They cleaning it up. If you look at the presidents and the heads of state and their speeches over there in Africa, they cleaning that shit up. But they don't understand the nature of what it was all about anymore. That's the part they forgot. So I have to go tell them. Because if I don't tell them, we're going to be right back in this dumbass shit again. Because they ready to scratch out. They ready to kick ass and take names. They ready to Shaka Zulu these motherfuckers. Mau Mau these motherfuckers. That's what they ready to do. They ready to Frantz Fanon these motherfuckers. And Walter Rodney, that's what they ready to do over there. They ready to get a payback from Muammar Gaddafi. That's what they ready to do. Listen to them. They not bullshitting. See, y'all been thinking that there was no way that we could have redeemed us. Africa got some shit over there to make modern technology look like bullshit. As you've seen in the movie Panther, they already know. So, make sure I don't got nothing else. Mama? Anything else? No. Alright. So, that look like that be the end of this one. Don't fall for the bullshit. Don't fall for the deceivers. Anything I tell you, I'm going to have to show it to you. Because y'all have been lied to so much. If I don't do that, you won't believe me. If you 99% sure, that's not good enough. You got to be 100. I'm that motherfucker. You got to be 100% sure you know who the fuck I am. I'm the motherfucker that do everything that they said only one motherfucker can do. That's me. I'm that one motherfucker that can do it. All the other motherfuckers failed. I'm the only one that won. I won. I put in the work. I raised myself. I took the test, and I passed that shit. I broke the first, second, and third chains of the bondages of hell. I'm waiting on my motherfucking people to call me and come home. I want y'all to let my motherfucking shit go. They know who I'm talking to. So, if they don't, I'll be back for when I get my motherfucking position. But every master involved in holding my shit gonna pay for this shit. I'm telling you now, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it. This is the Red Lodge I'm talking to. Y'all dragging y'all feet. Y'all got my angel base sitting there waiting for no reason. For no reason. Y'all got Big Suge sitting there waiting for no fucking reason. I can keep going down the list. It's the Red Lodge dragging their feet. Blue Lodge is on the top, waiting. Let that motherfucking shit echo through the halls. The Red Lodge, the Shrine, dragging their feet. The 5. The 6 on point. All 6 of them. The 6 on point. It's the 5 dragging their feet. It's Venus dragging her feet. The Sun on point. So, what we gonna do, y'all? We can shake this shit up. Or we can break this shit up. I'd rather just shake it up. I'd rather move so smooth and so clean with the women pushing this shit the way it go that all the motherfuckers says, God damn, that shit was so smooth we didn't even see it happening until it was too late. Because they all know I'm here. The Pope know I'm here. President know I'm here. The Vice President. The Senate. The Congress. The United Nations. The Parliament. The cabinets in all of the other countries that got them in cabinet form. The barristers know I'm here. All them motherfuckers know. All of them know. Ask Farrakhan. He'll tell you. Say, Farrakhan, is the son of man on earth right now? He gonna be like, yeah, God here. That's what he gonna tell you. Ask the fruit. It should be an echo through the entire nation by now. Ask Rizza Islam is the one that they said is a man present. That guy they called a man, is he present? Now, only reason I'm not gonna do no God shit right now, because I'm bound by this blood oath. Because I've been waiting on these niggas to do some God shit and they ain't did no God shit yet. So, I'm letting them know that I can break this fucking oath. I can break this shit. But if I break it, I guarantee you, all you compass and square motherfuckers gonna get treated like the enemy. All you motherfuckers in the Red Lodge gonna get treated like the enemy. If I have to motherfucking forego my motherfucking people to get the rest of these people out, any one of you motherfuckers associated with the foot dragging are the ones that I won't come and see. Nope, I'm not coming to see you motherfuckers. Come see me. I'm the motherfucking king. I'm gonna send for you motherfuckers to come see me. And whatever price you pay, motherfucker, you pay. Get my shit to the house. I'm tired of playing these games with you motherfuckers. Y'all already know what's about to happen. Mama is almost to this bitch. And if I'm not in my proper position when she get here, all you motherfuckers that I told she said do your part that didn't do your part, y'all the motherfuckers that's gonna spontaneous combust. You the motherfuckers gonna be walking around this bitch on fire for no fucking reason. You the motherfuckers whole life gonna go from sugar to shit. Watch Creflo Dollar bitch ass. Watch Creflo. He's gonna be a prime example for these holy rolling fake ass hustlers. You should have left that shit in the street, Cref. You don't motherfucking lie to the people in the name of the dollar. You lie to them in order to save their motherfucking soul. If you're gonna lie to them. You lie to them to save their soul, but you don't lie to them to get rich. So, I'm cut it right here because I don't think I got but a couple more. Yeah, I got about 3% charge. So, all hail the Queen of Heaven and Earth. Know that I'm the only motherfucker that she ever birthed this motherfucking bad. All y'all, keep your head up, keep it going. Look it up. Of the self, at what level to think. So when we talk about brain waves, alpha waves, zeta waves, etc., we looking at the influence of sound on the physical anatomy. What we is a meat suit. This is a micro organisms formulating a phalanx in order to produce the organism we call a human body. And all parts of creation is phalanx together in the same general format. So the music and the language, the words, go together to alter the psychology in order to change the way the mind receives and expels information in the cyclic formula.
Right.
And when you wake up the neocortex and the endocortex and the reptilian brain simultaneously, this gives you what you call higher levels of consciousness that require the three parts to work together as a whole. So now we call that holistic thinking when you're using the whole brain to think.
Right.
Right. So it's holistic thinking versus how they giving us homogenized thinking, which has been sanitized to only allow you to believe that you was a slave.
It's just like homogeneity.
Say it again.
That's like the word that describes that to a certain extent is homogeneity.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So when we get back to language, the reason why Nuwapic is going to be the new language is because it was created with the thought in mind that we don't want to be subjugated no more and that we have to change our thinking. And one of the things they took from us was our organic languages, the language we already spoke. So if they took our languages, the best thing to do is to reformulate a language based on the principles of linguistics that'll allow us to be born thinking at a higher level because it starts in the womb. That's why they have fetal psychology, because they want to catch the child in the womb and fuck up his thought patterns as early as possible.
So is that relative to the pronunciation of the words in Nuwabic and the meanings of the words? Because I noticed that all my years in teaching Nuwabic, I'm looking at the psychology of the language is very different from like the English language. It's very different insofar as to say there is specific things like when we're pointing out things in nature or natural phenomena, Nuwapic gives us the ability to define things in a way that in English they do not define it that way.
Yeah, well, look, phonetics is the pronunciation, and the pronunciation is tied into how the mouth is used to push the word out into the environment. What part of the tongue is used? What part of when are you using the roof of the mouth versus the back of the throat? All these are micro studies in understanding linguistics, right? Because we all know that the mouth does something different when you speak Arabic than when you speak English. The Semitic languages rely more on the back of the throat, where the modern English languages rely on the lips and the roof of the mouth. So you get a whole different effect off the language, right? And one of the things that make Baba qualified to even produce a language is the amount of languages he speaks, because he's thinking with multiple parts of the brain simultaneously in different languages. So you know what the word in this language does this, so I'm gonna put this word in my language, right? Or this sound. It goes to the music. Different instruments affect different chakras.
It sure does, because it sparks different emotions.
Right. And it's the same with the words. The words is based on the sounds. The sounds instruments is based on the sound. right? So the drum not gonna get the same effect as the piano, though you can get a similar effect if you know how to use them skillfully. The guitar is not gonna get the same effect as the saxophone, but you can get a similar effect if you can use them skillfully. We're
Right.
trying to make a language. When you talk about making a language, you're trying to get people to not have the skill, but have the effect. So you create the language, you redefine the language. He who defines rules. You write the rules to the language, you write the rules that we all buy. So if you write a language that's rooted in righteousness and you're trying to overcome, divide, and conquer, you're writing what you call a universal language. If you're trying to write a language that is specific to a specific group in a specific geography, and it's no longer become a universal language, and there's no longer righteousness attached to it. It's an agenda come with it.
Right.
The Arab don't want the same thing out of life as Eskimo.
That's correct. So how does language affect us? Like, okay, so let's just go here with it. So I've been teaching the WAPIC for a number amount of years, and during my little journey, I noticed that more people were into the information of Nuwabu than actual Nuwabic, and they pretty much thought that Nuwab. Matter of fact, we just had a conversation, and Brother Love was speaking with his sister the other day. They think that they have to have the scrolls or the Nuwabu as a prerequisite to get new people into the journey or on the path without language. And what the Brother Love has been actually advising me of is no, that's not true. The language is what's going to actually take us to the fifth dimension. What's your take on that?
I kind of agree with Brother Love, because the most of us became familiar with the language through studying the scrolls. Now, Nuwapic wasn't privy to the public in the 80s, but Baba was still putting information out since the 60s.
Right.
Right. Now, in the 90s, Nuwapic comes with the transition from Ansarullah to HTM.
Right.
Right. So the timing was critical. If you really look at it, if you want to get more depth into the history correlation of the production of the language to the masses, that didn't come to the forefront until after the Million Man March.
Right.
Right.
That's
now,
true.
Because of the events of the Nation of Islam with this Million Man March, he have to put the language out. Because what was done at the Million Man March, that level of unified energy of varying different tribal bloodlines converging on a central location, that was basically serving the corporation an eviction notice and giving them the notice that we about to take our shit back. Y'all got a certain amount of time to get the fuck on.
Okay.
And so the language has to now be forthcoming. You have to produce the language now. We have to put the language out for anybody that is a diligent student to learn it. Right? Because now, in order for us to take things to a higher frequency, we have to speak a language that's coming from a higher frequency. That was the purpose of it. That's the timing of it.
I was told recently that by a sister that, which she's changed her perspective, but I'm still going to put it out there, that all of the people who are promoting that we should teach people Nuwabic over Nuwabu is all men and not women. But then I guess she must have spoke with the sister, and the sister pretty much fell in line with it. Why aren't there the divine feminines promoting the language as more primary or as a prerequisite as opposed to Nuwabu?
Well, from my understanding, Nuwabu, Baba has some sisters actually penning the language with him.
Right.
But if you look at the sound right reason in Nuwapu, it's linear left brain. And we're in a linear left brain society. So when you're talking about language, you're talking about right brain abstract. And the women will come online with it when they are introduced to it and they understand it. Most of them are being taught more about the sciences of Nuwapu than they being taught about the linguistics of Nuwapic. So
Why
they
is that?
they know this. If they don't know nothing else, they know this. If you keep being a damn fool, you're going to keep being fooled by the damn fools that's fooling you. That's what they know. So when they pushing the Nuwabu and they're not really focused on the languages, they already know that if you get enough of this Nuwabu, you're going to gravitate to the language. The women instinctively know that. They know you. As long as you can't be fooled, you're going to be instinctively drawn to learn the language. It's going to happen.
You think that's something that'll come naturally?
It has to. You can't study Nuwapu and not be drawn to Nuwapu. And it's the other way around too. Once you learn the language, the language is going to make you automatically use Nuwapu. So it's going from now you having to consciously use Nuwapu to talk to somebody to it being a subconscious function by knowing the language. You're tapping into a different level of understanding now. Or
right, because like growing up in the Ansar Allah community, Pops always wanted us to focus on the language. The information was more for the outside world.
Yeah, because he knew once y'all got a grasp for the languages, the more definitions you know, the less likely you are to be deceived. Why you think all of his texts, he didn't just give you the information, he showed you the transliteration, the translation, and then he told you what it really means versus the implied meaning. A lot of translation get lost with the implication of the native speaker not being able to be carried over the literal word of the translator.
So
it's like little ways that in Leo talk that you could, like for instance, Psalms 91, Psalms 119. One is in Leo, one is Enki. You can feel the difference in them when you read the verses.
Yeah, you can, because there's two different tones, two different vibrations.
Now, a person that doesn't know enough to distinguish that will be trapped.
Why is that?
Because they can't tell that these are two different people. They think it's the same one God from Genesis to Revelation. They don't